Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are well. Myself Nabiha Nadeem. So in this particular video, we are going to we are going to move a step ahead in the topic ecosystem, and it's the second topic, the last topic of this chapter. And in this topic or in this particular video, we are going to discuss the forest ecosystem, the last ecosystem which is supposed to be left to be discussed. And in this we'll talk about the structure of a forest, and in the upcoming videos we'll talk about the types of forest like the tropical rainforest, temperate forest, and the boreal forest. So this video is going to be based on the structure of a forest. So let's begin with the video. Alright, when I say forest ecosystem, so what's the first thing which strikes your mind or comes to your mind? Yep, I'm talking about forest ecosystem. Kind of. Okay, so what's the first thing which strikes your mind? Okay, just forget the word ecosystem. Just tell me what forests are according to you. Think for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and then tell me the answer. Yup, you're correct. Forests are large scale areas of land which are covered by trees that form the dominant vegetation. Okay, you can say that in simple language. If I tell you, then forests are a large area of land which are covered with various kinds of varieties of trees and all, and there you find animals and everything. So this is what forest is in simple language. Okay, so many varieties of plants and animals are found in forest. And a forest ecosystem has both biotic components and the abiotic components, right? If I ask you to list down the biotic and the abiotic components, so what would you say? Yep, exactly. If I ask you to list down the biotic components, so the plants, the animals, the wild animals, most probably, all these are the biotic components of a forest ecosystem. And if I ask you to list down the abiotic components of a forest ecosystem, so what would you list down? You may say the sunlight, air, water, pond, all these things, the various other factors. Yep, you are absolutely correct. Now coming forward and talking about the structure of a forest. So like you can see that here in this picture, the forest is divided into various layers. Let's see what these layers are. Talking about the first and the topmost layer of the forest, which is the emergent layer. So emergent layer, this layer comprises the tallest trees in the forest that get the maximum sunlight. Like if this is the sun, if I say like this is the sun, so these are the trees which are higher in the they're of very great heights, and they receive the maximum sunlight. Okay, so in this tree, as you can see, in this tree, this part of the tree is receiving the maximum sunlight. So this is a part of the emergent layer. Got it? Alright. Now coming towards the next layer, that is the canopy layer. This layer. Alright. So this layer has less taller trees as compared to the emergent layer, most probably. This layer has less taller trees which spread out, creating a thick shade of layer over all other plants. Okay, now when you focus on this area, you may see that like the trees found in this area are less of less height as compared to the emergent layer, and they are thicker comparatively, and they spread out, creating a thick shade or a layer over all the other plants which are present. Okay, all right. Coming to the next layer, which is not mentioned in the picture, but I'm telling you, they are the woody climbers. Like they are mentioned, but they have not listed it down, most probably. Woody climbers, these are the vines that climb up the branches of trees for reaching the sunlight. Can you guess where are these woody climbers in this picture? Can you guess? Yup, you are correct. Like you can see the climbers which are taking support of the tree to grow. These are known as the woody climbers. Like we have the grapevine, so it is also a climber, right? Grapevine is a climber. Similarly, we have woody climbers which take these are the vines that climb up the branches of trees for reaching the sunlight or for their growth. They are dependent over other plants or any other thing for support. Coming to the next layer, that is the understory layer. So this layer has young and short trees. I'm talking about this layer, right? So this layer has young and short trees, like the shrubs most probably. The shrubs are bushy and the herbs are soft stemmed, shade tolerant plants. Getting my point? Like the understory layer, you can see that it consists of the shrubs as well, right? And it consists of the herbs as well, the low lying herbs as well. Okay, so the shrubs here are bushy and the herbs are soft stemmed, right? And shade tolerant plants. Okay, coming towards the last layer, that is the forest floor, which is this one. Now you might be wondering that the plants here are over, then what is this forest floor? Okay, so this layer does not get sunlight because it is, entirely covered with all the plants and all. So this layer does not receive sunlight. It is the ground layer or the base, the floor of the forest. Here, the fallen leaves, fallen trees, and twigs are acted upon the decomposers. Getting my point? Yep, this is very important point. This layer does not get sunlight. Okay, understood. It is the ground layer of the forest. Understood. Now, the third point. Here, the fallen leaves, like when the trees shed their leaves. So, here, the fallen leaves or the fallen trees and the twigs are acted upon by the decomposers. So if they like the trees fell or the leaves are fell, so they are acted upon by the decomposers, because the decomposers which are present in the humus and all, so they act upon these and they convert, decompose those things. Getting my point? Yep. Okay, so in this video, we talked about the structure of a forest, which are the emergent layer, the canopy layer, woody climbers, understory layer, and the forest floor. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If yes, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video very, very soon, inshallah. Until then, goodbye. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.